What's the gnarliest slam you've had?
In Ohio, I bled to death.
What?
Unleashed with the Dingo and Danny, fueled by Monster Energy.
Yeah, that's the hardest thing about these podcasts is actually what you do with your feet the whole time.
I think we started. Have we started?
Oh,
we started? We're going.
Yeah, you're going.
Yeah, we're
We're a
live.
whole new-
We are live with Larry Edgar. BMX.
Amateur.
No, you're a professional. I was an amateur BMX rider. I got the scars to prove it.
Oh,
I got,
you
like,
were. You raced and
shitties.
stuff, huh?
I raced, yeah. Is racing dorky?
No.
No, it's cool, right?
I like racing. It builds a lot of style and
Yeah.
everything. So
Is it coming back more? Because I've seen some new tracks.
I feel like it is. Maybe the Olympics has something to do with that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird that like people kept over the Olympics? People kept hitting me up, being like, "Oh, it feels like X Games." We're like, "Yeah, they took all of our sports." No shit, it feels like X Games.
Yeah. Same people.
It was cool though. I feel like. Listen, there's a lot of haters out there, but I feel like Danny's two-time Olympic silver medalist, and he kind of paved the way. Snowboarding, you weren't the first year, right? It was you the second.
I was
time
second
around.
round for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a great experience. It wasn't like something I thought I would be doing in the Olympics. As a kid, I looked at it and was like, yeah, maybe I'll be an aerial skier or a gymnast. 'Cause
You
I
would have
really-
been a horrible aerial skier.
I love like the uneven rings. I don't even know what they are, where the dudes would just hold the rings and they would do so many cool tricks like in the ring thing. I don't know. It was pretty cool.
Is it like
What do they call it?
where they like do pull-ups on them? pretty
Yeah.
much? I have no idea.
Yeah, I
but
don't know
I know what
either.
you're talking about.
Yeah, that neat. I want to get back into that
That's
because you get ripped.
I don't think
below
I
my
could-
shoulder out.
Yeah, I've already. Yeah, we've given our shoulders to our own sports. Huh?
Yeah.
How's your body right now?
On a scale of 1 to 10, like a 5.
Have you when was the last time you were above a 7?
4 weeks ago.
Oh wow!
I
What were you
didn't-
4 weeks ago?
I just didn't touch my bike for like a month.
Oh, okay. So then the energy bar goes back up.
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, I will say from like a career in snowboarding and growing up a skate rat, I thought I was pretty tough, and I think like we all deal with pain and enjoy pain to do what we do.
Yeah.
But I think like BMX is actually way more painful.
It could be. I've always had this like theory in my head. At BMX, when we fall less because we have handlebars to hold on to and stuff. But we take solid slams.
Solid, and you
But
can't really get
skaters
away
fall.
from the bike, so
Yeah.
you're just committed.
Skaters fall a lot more.
Yeah,
Just the
and it's
trial
like
and
stupid
error.
ones where you're like you step on
You
your board
step
and you're
on the
trying to get
board.
away from it, and then you're
Yeah.
like wham. But bikes, I remember like my first big crash. Like I don't know, I just remember like being in tears at a young age, and every time I fell on my bike after that, I felt the exact same way, even as a teenager.
Yeah.
Like I just wanted to like call for my mommy.
Yeah, I mean, like the thing with BMX bikes is there's so much that can go wrong. You know what I mean? When you go down, you kind of got this. You're wrapped around this thing that
Yeah.
has like bars and poles and pegs and triple trap things, and there's so much shit that can come at you in a weird way. And if you get stuck in a freaking handlebar to the gut. I remember the first time I ever got winded was on a bike. I was like, and the whole thing with BMXs or bikes, it's like, it's one of the first things you learn to do as a kid, right? It's like when you get off your training wheels, it's a big deal, and it's like you're riding your bike. That's like your first, form of transport. I think before skateboarding, most people ride their bikes before, maybe not some people, but just in general society, that's kind of how it's kind of, been. And I think that I as I got older, I was like, fuck, man, like you could really get hurt. I remember the first time I got winded, I was at my local primary school, and I was riding around, and there was like a I don't know, it was like under the football field, like an oval, and it was like a drop off, and I dropped off and went over the handlebars and then gutted myself. And it was the first time I ever got winded, and I thought I was going to die. Like when you get winded, and the first time you get winded, you don't know what it is. And you literally think you're going to...
I hate that. You're like, the first 10 seconds, you're like, I'm dying, call the ambulance. And then you're all, nah, it's actually not that bad.
No, we're good. We can move around.
All right.
We're safe. Dude, you fucking rode a bull a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, that was kind of the same feeling.
What in the hell were you thinking?
I have terrible friends.
It was a joke. It was a bet. It was,
No, they just talked me into it. I give in to peer pressure.
Was it a competition bull?
I don't know. He's like, what, 2,500, 3,000 pounds? I don't think it's a competition bull, but he was pissed off, that's for sure. It was just for fun.
So did you know that?
I saw that. I watched the video and I was like, damn. 'Cause
Right,
I always like wonder what it's like to be like on the bull before they let it out of the gate.
That's
like,
the scariest. That's the scariest
What does
part.
the bull do? Is it just
Oh,
sit
he's
there
pissed. You're like trying to
And
get
he's
in
like-
there, and he's trying to jump and trying to crush your leg against
while
the
you're in
pin.
the cage? So that part looks really
He'll crush
scary.
your leg against the chute is what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll try to like get his horn to you and stuff, and you have to be uncomfortably far forward.
Really?
Yeah, because the bull takes off fast, like really fast. If you're like sitting upright with your butt on the
Yep.
bull, you're standing up, you're not sitting. It'll launch you off the back,
And
you just get kicked and stepped on.
how were you at riding like an electronic bull before
I've
this?
never done that.
Never? 'Cause
No.
I'm horrible at that.
I heard it's harder though. You can't really grip. It's like plastic. With the bull, I was like had my heels in his like ribs, which he was even more pissed about.
Really?
Oh, as soon as you got on him and like dig in, you can just feel him tense up. You're like,
Oh.
I just messed up.
Oh. Did you just do it once?
Yeah, well, I was gonna do it again, but like I'm leaving to go ride and make money, so
Yeah.
I can't really get hurt.
You're
before
not
that.
getting paid to ride bulls yet?
Yeah,
I
that'd
wonder
be cool.
if we
though.
could do like some sort of like
I'm sure we can make that happen here at Monster, though.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, imagine if we did like not a halftime thing, but you know, at the PBR, how they have the shows within the show.
where the guys that suck at riding bulls come out. The average.
That's what we need to do. We
Yeah.
need to bring in like all the monster athletes that want to ride a bull. Maybe not want to, but like we kind of pull up the ones that actually would. Mm-hmm. Like Larry, there's a lot of people on our roster
for sure.
that would sign up for it, and then we could have a competition within a
Just
competition.
not on those PBR bulls because those things are a whole nother animal. Those things
Have you
are
been to a PBR?
No.
Man,
My
have you been
friend-
to a PBR?
No. That's at a real rodeo,
Yeah.
right?
That's a real rodeo.
Real rodeo.
Man, and the first one I ever went to was actually at the Staples Center. It was in LA, and I was like, oh,
In the Staples Center?
Is there going to be many people here? 3 nights in a row sold out. Like PBR, like people love. Like I was like, where did all these cowboys come from?
That's cool.
You know, but PBR bull riding is it's a big sport,
I had no idea.
huge sport.
Oh, I had no idea what I was in for. But yeah, scariest part, getting on the bull. Riding him wasn't that scary. It was just like, don't die.
Yeah,
What
you
was-
exited pretty nicely, and then did you
I
jump
like-
the fence real quick?
No, I just lost my footing and I was trying to get my footing and I assumed he was going to go left because I watched him in the ride before. He went left and then stepped on the guy's face.
Oh,
And so I was like, all right, he's going to go left. So I leaned left and he went right. So I just grabbed the fence.
No.
Yeah, I was like, I'm out. I don't want to get stepped on.
that's
What was
all
the
right.
preparation? What did they like?
It was like 10 minutes prior. He's like, just lean forward. You're going to stand up, actually. I didn't know you stand up the whole time.
Yeah, I guess I didn't know that either.
Yeah, your butt's not on the bull, actually.
Huh.
Makes sense, though. After.
I've ridden a horse bareback.
Yeah, I did that last night. actually.
What?
Yeah.
You rode a horse bareback last night?
Yeah.
Why?
Same ranch.
Same
no,
ranch?
No. It was actually at my girlfriend's parents' house. They have some horses.
You got a new girlfriend?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I had to ask that because, like, last time, new girlfriend, huh?
You jealous?
I mean, kind
Your
of.
hair's almost long enough.
Is it? Oh, are you hitting on me?
No.
I've always thought you've had a pretty mustache.
It is a good mustache. You gotta.
It's one of my
you're gonna
favorite.
have to
I
watch
always like
this
was
just
kind of
to get
drawn
in.
to you when you run this old school helmet, and I was always like, that's fucking badass. And then you have like always some cool shit going on. You've got a tough. You've run the tough mustache for a while. Did you go handlebars for a while?
Yeah. Yeah.
You just don't give a fuck.
I don't.
Oh, dude. So, I didn't. Holy shit, dude. Like, your story. We're about to get into it, but dude, you were homeless in elementary school. You were homeless.
Pretty much. I mean, I didn't look at it that way. I was just living with my dad. We just lived at the shop. And it was just kind of normal.
So were you born in Riverside?
I was born in Marietta, actually.
Yep. And then when did you guys come out here?
So I was born in Marietta. We lived in Apple Valley, Victorville, until like my mom died.
Yep.
And then we moved down to Riverside. I had to have been like 7 or 8. And then from there on, it was like Riverside, Corona, back and forth.
Yep.
Not too far from here, actually.
Yeah. And then you lived in the back of the shop?
Yeah. For a while, it was just like in the truck bed. We had like a camper on it.
Yeah.
So I was like camping. I never like really cared. I didn't care. I just wanted to ride my bike.
And how old were you when you first started riding BMX?
13. I started riding. Yeah.
Did you grow up riding a bike like as a kid or not?
Nah, I actually grew up riding a 3-wheeler as a kid all the time. I'd wake up early before school just to go ride that thing.
No way.
Yeah, that's all I did.
No wonder you deal with pain, because aren't those things pretty tippy, 3-wheelers?
Yeah.
You ever rolled a 3-wheeler?
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's rolled a
Dude,
3-wheeler, I think.
if you haven't, you're lying.
Yeah.
Remember when I rolled, is it called rolling a sled? Remember when I rolled the snowmobile in Alaska?
Oh, yeah.
So we we were in Alaska for the TV show back in the day, and I came in on the snowmobile on this bed of ice, and I just parked it, and the film was like, go do that again, that was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, I'm gonna come in, and I come rigging the thing sideways, I'm like, "Whoa," and then just full on camera, roll the fucking thing fucking
In the parking lot.
in the parking lot in front of everybody like a fucking muppet. So I've never rolled a 3-wheeler. So I don't think I've spent too much time on a 3-wheeler. But I rolled a sled and I've rolled everything else. I rolled a golf cart.
You're not missing much.
Oh, yeah.
It's not that fun.
No.
Did you jump this 3-wheeler?
It was like an old Kawasaki. It was like an 85, I think. No suspension. So I think no matter what you're doing, you're jumping that thing.
Really?
It just bounces around.
That's cool.
I was a little guy.
So how was it growing up, kind of going to school and doing your day-to-day life? Where'd you go to high school?
Norta Vista High School, right here in Riverside.
Right here.
Yeah.
You still live here in this area?
I live in Elsinore now.
Elsinore?
Yeah. Yep, just 30 minutes south.
Yep.
Not too far.
So you found the BMX at 13. What's 13? What grade are you in? Grade 8?
Fuck, I don't know. Had to
Grade
been
7?
6th grade maybe. Yeah, 6th grade I'd say. 7th grade.
And then you started hitting dirt jumps around that age?
Trying to, just little ones. I don't know. I was always. I feel like in the group, I was always hanging out with older people, but I was always behind everybody.
How kind of cool is that? Because I kind of grew up around that too, with that scene. The older people really take care of the younger people in skateboarding and BMX and these things. It really is in surfing, all of them. It really is kind of a culture to take care of. In Australia, they called us grommets.
Yep.
Was that what you got called?
Yes, like that, or they're just call me a little shit.
Yeah. I mean, you still are a little shit.
Yeah.
Who was one of the who'd you look up to when you were younger?
Thomas Hancock.
Yep.
He passed away, but yeah, him and TJ Ellis.
Yep.
Just a bunch of random local guys. Stephen Murray.
Yep.
This Corey Anastasio. Now I just give him shit all the time.
Corey's awesome. Corey's probably one of the craziest people I've ever met.
Yeah.
Right? Naturally one of the craziest
There's
people.
something wrong with that dude.
I mean, I feel like there's something wrong with all you guys. But there's definitely something wrong with him.
Comes from the guy wearing glasses indoors.
I know.
Oh, I didn't say I'm any better. I'm probably worse. I think we're all kind of a little loopy.
Yeah.
That's why we're sitting right here. You know
if
what
we
I mean?
weren't loopy, we'd probably be running a camera or something.
Do you know? That was awkward.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. So when did you start? When was the transition into kind of competing, and when did that jump happen?
Dude, I never even think that, honestly. I would go to the compound, which was also Real Ride back in the day in Paris.
Yep.
And I think someone signed me up for the contest.
Really?
Yeah, they just called my name and I'm all, what? And that was, I figured out I hate attention.
Do you?
I don't hate it, I just don't deal with it well.
Are you uncomfortable right now?
Very.
You're like, what do I do with my hands?
Nope.
Because he came in and he's like, I'm so nervous. And I'm like, what? We're just going to sit down and have a chat.
Don't worry. We peel the layers. It's just,
We got it.
It's like an onion. It's like a fried blooming onion.
Yeah, you'll cry in the beginning, and then you're going to be like, oh, that smells pretty good.
Yeah, and then we'll, rattle you around. We'll ask you something and then completely go off the rail and then come back to it, hopefully. So how's your new girlfriend?
It's actually really good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's been sick.
She got a ranch?
Our parents do, yeah.
Got horses?
Yep.
I love horses.
They have ginormous pigs too.
Really?
Yeah, like 500 pounds.
Wow.
It's huge.
Are the pigs grown to get eaten, or are they like house pigs?
They just cruise around. They're just pets. And then they have 2 little pigs too. But the big ones they're kind of mean. They'll bite the shit out of you.
Really?
Really?
They say pigs are like smarter than dogs.
Yeah, that's what I hear too. But these guys are definitely not that smart.
They're not.
No.
You ever heard the saying, don't trust a man with pigs?
Yep. No, and so her dad is a sheriff too. So
So he'll feed you to the pigs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
that's why, right?
He knows how to get rid of it.
best behavior.
Yep. Best behavior.
He probably loves the mustache though.
Oh no, that's the reason why it started in the first place. Because I met him and so I shaved all of it to a mustache, and I was like, I just
Sick.
wanted to fit in.
He's got a mustache.
No, he's just a cop. So I figured.
Yeah. He's used to it. Why did cops have more? Why it's cops and firefighters?
Yep.
It's like a thing.
Yeah,
It's
but
a
you know,
uniform.
Is that just like what is it? Movember or October?
Movember.
Is that Movember?
Movember's the mustache
Right.
for
So it's
prostates.
what? I thought you were going to say something else.
Right? I think it's awareness for males' prostates.
huh?
I could be wrong.
I had no
and
idea.
I could be thinking about dudes' butts a little too deep.
Oh, we're
but-
getting thumbs up.
Yeah,
Danny's talking about male prostates,
Like
and we're getting thumbs up from the
Wait.
girls back there.
Yeah, they know. They
thumbs
know.
up for guys' butts.
Which actually, Dingo, I think we're getting close to that
What?
prostate check. You gotta.
Oh yeah.
Not
what
on
age?
this show,
What
but I
age?
mean, like-
what age do you do it?
I
My
don't know,
dad told me I need to
I think
do
you get it
soon.
cleaned out at like 40 or 50
Oh, is
or
that-
something.
I
I think
didn't- we're
early.
getting
The
there.
earlier the better, though.
Yeah. Have you had it cleaned out?
No.
But also, I mean, to go full butthole on that one, BMX is dangerous for the butthole. No.
Yeah.
Is it?
Well, because I mean, you guys have the seats on the bike, but they're like all the way like
I have mine
lowest setting.
slammed. A lot of people have theirs higher. I just have mine slammed so I don't run into that. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Right.
Usually my feet will hit the ground before. I guess we could say my taint hits the. We allowed to
It
say
ain't
that?
a good trick if you're dragging your taint on your BMX, right?
I guess not.
I don't know.
There was not much. You were just saying you're getting ready to hit the road. There wasn't much competition. X Games missed last year. This year at Pat Casey's house,
Yep.
I was there. How was that?
It was sick until I crashed in practice like I always do.
Why are you always crashing in practice?
Probably nerves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably weren't around, but like that event felt like the old school '90s.
No, it was sick.
Right.
Yeah, no, I liked it a lot.
That
It was
was
like a
prob-
backyard jam.
Like it was literally a backyard jam. That was probably one of my favorite events I've ever been a part of.
Yeah.
X Games at Pat Casey's house, backyard jam
Yeah.
session. I think we need to continue stuff like
Please.
that, right?
Please and thank you.
Like the pool party vibe, the barbecuing vibe, the
Yeah.
kids in the pool, everyone around,
Yeah,
the
sick.
neighbors with their chairs around watching, neighbors selling, trying to sell seats, and it was definitely, apart from it being like 120 degrees or something crazy, it was awesome. It was in the hills back here.
Yeah, it wasn't 2 exits down.
Yeah.
Yeah, sick.
You guys kind of ride together all the
Yeah.
time anyway, right?
Yeah, me and Pat have competed against each other for 11 years, I think. So we've just been friends.
You think it was unfair home court advantage?
No. A lot of people say that. Yeah, he's got all the lines, but everybody rides it different. I mean, he's got them dialed, but it doesn't matter. Everybody that came there is the best in the world. I ride there all the time, and what do I get? Almost dead last.
Yeah. But you're still one of the best in the world.
Yeah.
The progression's gotten so high. Like, how much further can you guys keep pushing the progression?
Really, I don't know. I'm stuck in the 90s.
I like that though.
Yeah, just
The mustache says that to me.
yeah. No, I get 80s porn star a lot.
Do you?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think he
70s.
looks like what is it? Tom Selleck, right? That's literally
Tom
what is it?
Selleck's not a
What-
porn star. He was like a big actor.
Oh, well, you want me to name 80s porn stars?
Name one.
I only know. Okay, Ron Jeremy.
Everyone says that. Name
Okay,
another one.
what's the other one from Hollywood? John Holmes.
Dang.
That's kind of 70s. Oh, I can keep going. I guess I'm actually pretty good at this.
I think man,
like 40 names later, you're like, okay, let's
found
stop.
a new game for Danny.
Debbie Does Dallas.
Okay, I don't think we don't.
All right,
We
fine.
can stop, dude.
Okay.
We can stop. Are you excited? You haven't traveled much, huh?
No, not much. I actually went to like the Supercross and stuff in Texas, and then I think that's pretty much it.
Did you guys do a demo out there?
Yeah, we just did like that party in the pits
Yep.
contest thing. Would it be Toyota Triples? I think Toyota Triples.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you're getting ready to hit the road again. Are you going back to Texas?
Back to Texas. I feel
Why?
like-
Why are you in Texas all the time?
I really don't.
You're like me though. I haven't been overseas in
Yeah.
nearly 2 years.
Yeah, I don't really want to deal with that hassle.
Danny goes all the time. He's going tomorrow.
Yeah, no, 2 days from now,
Yeah.
I'll be on a jet plane to Switzerland.
Lucky.
Yeah.
How many times have you been to Switzerland in the last year?
This will be my third time.
I've never been.
It's pretty cool. I mean, it's real mountainous. It's kind of like it's like kind of Colorado loaded with cheese instead of the green stuff.
They got great cows there.
Yeah, beautiful cows.
Yeah, great milk, great chocolate, beautiful cows.
Where's like, have you ever? What cities is like your bike taking you to that was pretty badass?
I don't know. Australia, I've always wanted to go there, and then when I was there, I was like, just kind of a cooler California.
Really, I've
the whole
always wanted
time.
to go there too. Like watching all the early like skate stuff.
Been
and
to
just, like,
Australia, dude.
for 3 days.
You came with me.
I
Won a
know.
bunch of money and then got on a plane and went home.
I know, but I mean like the city stuff, like the real skating. Like,
Where'd you
as
go
far
in
as-
Australia?
Sydney.
Yep.
Yeah, just for like Vans Pro Cup.
Yep.
And just cruise around like.
Did you roll? You rode the bowl there, right?
Yeah.
That on the beach.
Yeah, that was
Bondi.
sick. Yeah, well, no, it wasn't at Bondi. It was Manly.
Manly Beach. My
Manly,
bad. I
yeah.
don't even know my own fucking country.
Manly was sick.
Who cares? I hate it.
Bondi was cool, but it reminded me of Venice, and Venice is trash.
Venice is trash.
Why is Venice trash?
It's just
'cause of all
homeless
the-
people, and just I don't like being around that. And there's too many people. Feels like everybody's out to
It
get
is
you.
it gets like really dangerous really quick. I feel like.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I get it.
I like less people at beaches.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that
Hang
park's
out.
pretty crowded.
Yeah, well, I'm not allowed there.
Really?
I ride a bike.
You're
That's
not
still
allowed,
going on.
You're not allowed in Venice Park?
No,
No
That's
BMXs?
still going
No.
on.
Yeah.
What?
Whoa!
And they have like
In
roller skaters in
2021?
there. Like, come get with the times.
Isn't that a little, I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble here.
Nah.
It's like, it's like skiing, snowboarding. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Deer Valley, not allowed to snowboard.
They think that we mess up their pool coping.
Is that what you do?
Yeah, they do.
I don't grind pool
smash it.
coping ever. It doesn't feel
Wait,
good.
so they let scooters in, but not BMXs?
It says because the aluminum on the deck won't mess up the pool coping.
Yeah.
I'm like, I won't even grind that. So
That's crazy. But, I mean, you guys are allowed in most skate parks, right?
sometimes we usually get heat from it anyways. But
The skaters, or is it the rollerbladers that come after you?
no one really comes after me. But they usually,
I wouldn't come after you.
they'll make comments.
You look like you'd fuck somebody up pretty quick. You're a pretty strong guy. Do you work out?
No, I smell pretty good.
Do you? Can't smell you from over there. Can you smell him?
Yeah, it smells like rubber.
Are you
New
do you,
tires.
do you work out, or is it just kind of that's BMX bod?
No, I work out. And
I know. I was like, man, should have done BMX, huh?
You guys are all in great shape. I don't think there's a BMXer that's not.
I mean, well, there is.
Who? Name him.
No.
Okay. Let's have a guess.
Do you get more likes on your video if your shirt's off?
I don't know. I just don't like wearing shirts.
Sick.
Oh yeah, you are a shirts off kind
Yeah,
of
it's,
guy, huh?
as soon as it's hot out, I'm like, what's the fucking point of this thing?
Well, it gets you good girlfriends.
True.
Boom. What are you doing back in Texas?
Actually doing shows at the Texas State Fair.
Yep.
With Morgan Wade, which is
Okay.
going to be hilarious.
Okay.
Yeah, great. Mr. Texas himself.
And they're just demos?
Yeah.
You enjoy doing demos?
Yeah. I mean, it's riding my bike. I have fun.
Yeah.
Kind of sucks I have to wear a jersey, though.
You do?
Yeah.
Why?
Like, company policy or something.
What do you mean? Like it's like a
I think it's like a 3/4 sleeve. I'm going to look like,
Oh really?
Oh, wow.
yeah.
That's a lot of sleeve for you.
I know.
I thought you were worried just about like the tank top aspect.
No, he likes to go no shirt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't ride in tank tops because I always get my handlebars caught in the.
Oh, I see that.
Sucks, dude.
What's the gnarliest slam you've had?
In Ohio, I bled to death.
What?
Yeah.
He's still here. How'd you bleed to death?
I shattered my liver, lacerated my kidney,
Oh.
lacerated my spleen, collapsed my lung, bruised my heart, broke all these ribs, dislocated this wrist. And then I had no idea what was happening. I just got up and was like, yeah, that fucking hurt. I think I broke a rib. I need to go lay down. So I went, it was in the middle of a show, went backstage, and just kind of stumbled and fell and didn't put my hands out. I was like, that's weird. Like, you must be concussed or something. And I coughed and it was a bunch of blood. And I was like, all right, I gotta call an ambulance. My rib must have punctured something. All this, but I kind of faded in and out a lot. I stayed conscious, but I remember I passed out a few times, and I'd come back and be like, okay, aware of everything, what's going on, pass out again. And then the first hospital, they're like, he needs a blood transfusion, all this, blah, blah, blah. We can't do that here. They threw me on a helicopter. So I took a 35-minute ambulance ride to some hospital in Ohio. I don't remember the name of it. Then a 40-minute helicopter ride to Michigan somewhere. Don't remember the name of the hospital. They opened the elevator and just stabbed me and like relieved all the pressure because there's a lot of, they thought it was air on my lung, but it was all blood.
Yep.
And so I lost 8 quarts of blood, but it was all internal. And then
And there's only 9 quarts in the body, right?
yeah, I have like a stack of paperwork like this thick of like what happened to me.
Really?
Yeah, it's gnarly. Like, and then so my liver, because it's like a hard shell with a soft shell, it's shattered, but the soft shell kind of held it together. So I didn't have to get surgery. But they're like, if you sneeze wrong, you could bleed to death. So I stayed in the ICU for like 3 weeks or something, and like no one was there. I didn't have my phone, so I was just by myself.
Why didn't you have your phone?
Because they just rushed me off. Like, I didn't have anything. My dad didn't even know I was in the hospital for like a week. And he called me. He tried to drive across the country, and I was like, dude, you won't even make it in time. Like, if I'm going to die, like if that's what you're worried about, I'm going to bleed to death before you get here. So just hang out. Like, you're just going to come to a body. I was like, if not, I'll call you tomorrow.
At least you got to call him tomorrow.
Yep. It was great.
How long ago was that?
I think I was 21, something like that, 22.
Oh, man.
That was a while ago.
That's scary, huh?
Dude, yeah, my whole like, what is that called? You're like everything inside.
Thorax or something.
It's like your, I can't remember the name of it right now, but
cavity.
everything was off. So I'd like yawn constantly. I was just constantly yawning. Could never catch my breath. It brought my asthma back, which sucked because of the collapsed lung. And then it was a 9-month recovery because I had like fluid in here. So I had to sleep sitting up. It was a bummer.
Man, and at that time, how did nobody know where you were for a week?
Well, the people that like watched it happen, they knew I went to the first hospital, but then they took me to the next one, and they were doing shows, so they couldn't leave.
Yep.
And then no one else really knew. I don't know if anybody knew like my father's phone number or anything. So I think the show company finally got a hold of my dad and let him know. Like, I had people calling me that I didn't even know. You okay?
Wow.
I'm like, I'm fine. I had no idea what was going on until the next morning or late night, early morning. The doctor came in, and I was just like, so how many ribs I break? And he's like, kind of chuckles. He's like, you're lucky to be here. I was like, what? What's going on? Like, he's like, you should have went into cardiac arrest on the first ambulance ride, and then you still didn't get anything for the helicopter ride. You shouldn't have made it here. I was like, all right, so how long until I'm out of here? Like, I just wanted to leave. I didn't know everything that was wrong. I don't speak doctor.
Yeah, no one here speaks doctor. Yeah. And they kept you for 3 weeks?
Yeah, so like I stayed a week. They pulled the tube out, which is really disgusting, by the way. It's like this long, goes in there and it's clear. You get to watch chunks of your skin from inside go in and out. So they pulled that out, and they didn't do the right procedure. So when they pulled it out, you're supposed to breathe out the whole time. I had no idea. They didn't tell me. So I didn't breathe out. So they pulled it out. My lung collapsed again. So they came in that night again, stabbed me, put another tube further back into my like lung to inflate it. So I had to stay another 2 weeks for that. And then also they don't sew it up. So when you leave the hospital, they just put a bandage over it. So every time you breathe, the bandage moves because the air's trying to go out of your...
Whoa.
It's gross.
Is there a gnarly scar there?
I got 2 of them. They're not gnarly. They're kind of... I try to like clean them up so they don't...
Yeah.
There's 2 scars, but yeah.
Wow. That's probably one of the gnarliest stories I've ever heard
I
of
mean,
a crash.
like I said, BMX is probably the toughest, most badass fucking action sport.
Thank you.
That you're doing in your own body. I think
so.
as far as like
all of our
your
sports
own
are.
muscles, of course, everything is, and it's like we all take giant slams, and I think a lot of people don't get to see some of that behind the scenes part of like what it takes to come back. That's an incredible story.
It was a long one. I had to learn to walk because when I was in ICU, they would not let me move because everything that was wrong. It was my diaphragm. I remember what it was. The diaphragm was off. So like where
My
things should
girlfriend
be.
has one of those. I'm just kidding.
Where things should be, things were like moved around because I hit so hard.
Yeah.
So like any little thing could mess everything up, and like I couldn't have any pressure hit me because my like liver was that close to. Think of it like a gusher with a bunch of holes in it, pretty much.
Yep.
And that's what filters your blood. So it's a quick way to bleed out. So all that, I had to like sleep sitting up with my legs up for 3 weeks, and then so they finally let me out of the bed. I couldn't walk because like it's like, is it muscle atrophy or whatever?
Yeah.
You start losing. I couldn't, like, my legs were just like noodles, and I weighed like 125 pounds when I got out of there. I was a scrawny little thing.
What were you before the crash?
175. Yeah. I was like
How long was the recovery?
9 months until I could even touch my bike. And I think
That must have been.
I came back right into Vans Pro Cup, actually.
You came back into a competition.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was like that year I went straight into a contest. And I think I made it to finals or something. I can't remember.
What do you prefer, bowl or dirt more?
I like them both equally. It depends on the bowl, though, and it depends on the dirt jumps.
Yep.
Some bowls suck. Some dirt jumps are terrible. But honestly, trails are just so much fun. It's usually with the boys hanging out and just, I don't know. It's probably similar to like just going down a mountain, just cruising, like backcountry.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
On your recovery process, like getting back onto the bike, like how was that mentally?
That never bothered me. I knew I was going to be on my bike again.
Yep.
I was never like, what if I can't ride? The doctor said I shouldn't ever again. But what do doctors know?
They don't know much, huh?
The smartest thing a doctor's ever said to me was, your body will know what it can and can't do when you can do it.
Yep.
He's like, I can tell you that you have to wait this long, but if you feel like your body says you can, start doing it. I think that was like I broke my hand. And I was like, how long should I wait until I start moving it? He goes, as soon as you can move it. If you move it,
Yep.
get the tendons going again, everything. He's
Yep.
like, your body knows. Your body won't let you just break it again. It's like, never thought of it that way.
How many? Do you know how many bones you've broken?
Not really, no. I mean, collarbone, hand. I don't have an ACL, ribs. I'm afraid to get an MRI on my back. My back is always hurting.
Isn't that funny? Like that's I think most of us of like, all right, like getting an MRI on my back is just gonna tell me how many bones I have broken in my back.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, I fell off of buildings and stuff.
How'd you fall off a building?
Well, I was jumping off the building.
I've fallen off a building. Well, no, actually. So why?
I was jumping over this. It was at Stephen Murray's house, his
Okay.
old house here, and I was jumping over his dirt jumps into the dirt. And it was gravel, and it was kind of dark out. I don't know why this was going on at night. And it's
Well,
like
I do, but anyway.
It's like I think it was like a pretty steep, like roof. It's like bunny hopped off his roof and bunny hopped too hard and just looped like straight to my back. I didn't even touch anything. And then so I did it again and landed it. I had to get like rocks dug out of my back. It sucked.
There's scars in there from that?
Probably. I don't really see my back too much.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I know I have like scars on my tailbone. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a long time ago though. I think I was 18 or 19. And then actually just last week I was at Axel's house. I bailed on the 110 and my back popped so gnarly.
No.
I was all, oh, come on, not on this little bike.
How fun? How much fun is that property out
Dude,
there?
it's unreal. I told him, I was like, I'm just going to live in your container.
Dude, just get like an igloo tent, $1,200. It's got air conditioning, and everybody should all live out there.
That sounds sick.
You know what I mean? We could all end up on the property. Man, were you out there the day for X Games on Axles?
Yeah, I was just there like to make sure Pat, because he was riding the pit bike thing, just make sure his bike was good. I brought mine just in case he needed a spare. I was just there talking shit pretty much.
That's why I thought you were there. How much fun was that? Like,
so
not many people got to experience the
so
actual event. Like the day before on Pat's property was amazing,
Yeah.
and then on Axel's property it was like we hadn't been able to do much in what we've been going
Yeah.
through, and you
Dude,
know
it was unreal.
we missed the summer X Games, and that's got to be tough on everyone. It's crazy how time goes, but to be able to do it on that, and I think in the beginning, I don't think people really maybe thought it was even going to work or possible. And, you know, kudos to Tim Reed and everybody at ESPN and X Games for letting that kind of happen. But it was like, it was honestly probably, and I know this sucks to say because we want fans back and we want people and back in arenas, we're going to have to do it. But it was probably one of the best X Games or best experiences of competitive
For sure
I've ever had.
It was so sick.
You know, because it was like there was no one else. It was just us.
It was just a good time the whole time.
And
It
yeah.
didn't feel like a contest.
Was this that like mega kind of quarter pipe each way?
Yes.
That was pretty cool.
Dude.
Now was at Axel's house.
Yeah, that was on his property.
Nice. Did he win it?
No.
Okay, I was going
Yeah.
to say home court advantage.
No, everyone was kind of saying that. He got second.
Oh, okay.
But to see those guys launching it,
Yeah, it was unreal.
It's so cool to
No.
see, like, and what is that like though, going from like bike riding all the time to then jumping on a bike with an engine?
So I suck at it.
do you?
Do you
No.
like sucking at it though?
Yeah,
He's like, yo,
not
you-
gonna answer that.
Yeah.
No. Harry's like, yo, anybody got a 3-wheeler?
yeah. That would have been cool if you hit that quarter pipe on a 3-wheeler. That would have been next level.
That's Cole from SD's job, man. I don't know if you've seen that dude. He just makes sketchy ramps at his house.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Jumps his car on a 3-wheeler. Jumps off of his house, and he was
Oh,
competing in the high air.
I have seen that guy,
Yeah, he's
and he
sick.
could because he's kind of a local. He's a construction worker.
Yeah, he's
and
sick.
literally everyone vouched for him. So Tim and the ESPN X Games crew were like, yeah, put him in. He made it to finals, and he got fourth.
Yeah.
he was in third. Pyramid just beat him out.
That's sick.
And that was awesome. He's fucking cool.
He's a good dude.
And I like that. That's a good, like, literally on the way out, he's like, everyone's packing up, everyone's doing their thing. Athletes as they're done, he's like, throws the bike in the back of the Jeep or whatever it is. He's like, I gotta work tomorrow, boys. Back on the tools, out of there. Fucking legend. Like, had like a cutoff vest,
Yeah.
studs. Like,
Dude's
yeah,
sick.
that was cool. Have you known him a long time?
No, I just he rides BMX too, so
Yeah.
I see him here and there.
Yeah.
And it's just sick to see him do what he does. And then he has his son. I think he has 2, maybe. I don't know. And he has them shredding like sketchy ramps too. I'm like, dude, that's BMX.
Yeah.
Like, too many people have laptops and iPads and shit. This dude just has a piece of wood and some bricks and makes his son jump them.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
I remember that as a kid, though.
Yeah.
My dad, we had the little brick setup. I know I had like a little 50, and I used to jump the 50 on the house all the time. And,
Yeah.
you know, I had some of my best wrecks were on that 50. I remember at once I like, something locked up, and I literally like 50 pinned it, slammed straight into the brick pile. Like bricks all over me, like half broken, like nearly broke my leg, but didn't, but like super gnarly. Super gnarly.
I had a dirt jump at like I think I was 13 at this time. At the house, I just had a lip, and I had a wagon set up with an old U-Haul ramp to like go
on
in the back of
the
the van.
wagon. So
Yeah.
that was the landing.
That was my landing. But you know how like it's all corrugated?
Uh-huh.
Dude, I nose cased that thing one time and slid down that. Oh,
Oh.
that was the first time I think I remember like crying. I was just running to my dad, and it was just like,
Your skin is like
Dude,
still on
hurt
the
so bad.
landing.
he's like, "What are you crying for?" I'm like, "This." He's like, "Nah, you're fine. You don't need stitches." And I just went back to riding. It's
No
like
way.
parents' assurance. Like, you're fine. I'm all, oh, I guess I'm fine.
How proud of is your dad of you?
I don't know. I hope he's proud.
I think so.
That'd be sick.
I think he's a proud dad.
Yeah, he just actually got his toe amputated like 3 days ago.
Why?
He's got diabetes and he stepped on a nail.
No.
Yeah, it screwed him. But he's already trying to work. And I'm like, dude, just stay home.
Which toe?
His big toe on his left foot.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Is that kind of like, would that mess up your balance big time,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah. So I told him I was going to give him a little rubber toe and put it in his shoe so I can call him Roberto. He didn't think it was that funny, but
He'll laugh about it later.
Yeah,
sometimes-
yeah.
I think humor helps heal almost all wounds.
That's what I try.
Truthfully, you know.
I don't know. If I'm like messing up in the air, I just laugh. Come on, please
Really?
don't die.
You don't start swearing. You're like,
Yeah. Yeah.
just land next to some
Usually
kid.
it works pretty good. I don't know.
You kind of seem like you're having a lot of fun out there. You seem like one of the happy guys. That's what I've always kind of noticed.
I've always thought of like BMX. If you're not having fun in your sport, go get a desk job because you're not gonna become rich and famous off of BMX.
Yep.
You're just gonna destroy your body for no reason.
Yeah, you really got to love it.
Keep it fun.
Yep.
So I do. I mean, I have my serious moments, but it's always fun to me, or else I wouldn't be doing this.
Yeah. And I feel like that's like most of the crew and the people you hang out with,
Yeah.
right? It's like,
Yeah.
you know, look at your teammates at Pat Casey and
Yeah.
Andy Buckworth and,
We're always goofing.
you know, Andy won his first X Games gold medal this year.
Yeah.
Like, that's gnarly.
Yeah.
You know
And
what is
all
it?
I wanted to do was throw him in the pool.
You didn't get him in the pool?
Nah, because I felt bad, like the metal and stuff. I was like,
Oh,
probably won't do it.
what a proud moment, though, huh?
Dude, I was so stoked for him. I thought he was gonna cry. He looked like he was going to.
Yeah, he may have when nobody was watching.
Yeah, I would.
Do you ever get out there on the Nitro Circus tours with those guys?
Oh, fun fact. I did the Nitro triples one time.
Okay.
And bailed and missed everything and broke my collarbone.
Hang on, what do you mean you missed everything?
I missed the resi. Like it just landed on the flat ground.
How high up?
Overshot it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think I kind of overshot, but I like also went to the side and just like, yeah, got this like nice little scar, metal plate in there.
Nice.
Feels
I
like a
got
bike
one
chain.
of those too. I got
You got a metal
this
plate?
last year.
Yeah.
Can you see that one?
Oh yeah.
That was last summer.
Oh, sucks,
And it
dude.
felt so cool because I was like, yeah, I just broke my collarbone. I'm getting surgery. I'm still so good at snowboarding. Because it's like, I think as like a pro rider, you almost get so comfortable with injury. You know you're doing your job right.
Yep.
When you get hurt actually doing that sport.
Dude, 100%.
Like I had a Harley for a little bit and I was like, you know what? I had some close calls and I'm like, I can't hurt myself on this. I just want to hurt myself on my snowboard.
Yeah, I know. I need to stop riding my Harley. I ride that thing like I could afford to fall.
Well, you obviously are a little more capable on your bike than I am for sure.
I don't think he thinks that. Have you had any wrecks on your Harley?
Little ones. That
Have you
did not sound
jumped
wood.
it?
Yeah, I jump it. I like do wheelies.
This
I'm
is
really
wood.
bad at wheelies though. Shout out to the Unknown boys. They try to help me out, but some things you just can't help.
What kind of tips do they give you?
Stop being a pussy.
Is that it?
Pretty much, yeah.
Can Twitch wheelie yet?
Yeah, well, for an old guy, he's pretty decent.
Yeah, he's pretty old.
Yeah, dudes.
Did you custom design some of your bike?
On my Harley?
Yeah.
No,
you
it's
don't?
that thing's a pile, dude. It's old. It's an 01.
That's sick. though.
Yeah, I like older things.
And that's the one you're wheeling?
Yeah, well, I try to. It's like kind of bad, but I ride it like it's a dirt bike though. I go up hiking trails.
No, you don't. There's lots of trails around here.
Yeah.
These are the trails you take go up around?
Some of them, yeah. I went up like there's like a hiking trail in Elsinore. It's like Elsinore Truck Trail. I rode up that thing.
Are you allowed to do that?
I mean, there's so many things we're not allowed to do.
That's true.
Yeah. I'd do it anyways.
Right?
I mean, it's a dirt bike if it's going in the dirt, right?
It's a street legal vehicle.
Yeah.
And now I'm just on a trail.
You're just a little off-roading.
I got lost.
What's
Alexa screwed me.
What's the longest like bike mission you've been on?
On
Like
a Harley?
motorbike, Harley, like yeah.
I don't know. Probably like down to San Diego and then up to Huntington and then back. Nothing crazy.
How do you do riding in between traffic?
Just don't look at the cars. Just look forward.
Just don't look.
I glance in their mirrors, see if they're like looking to get over,
Right.
or if they're like looking at their phone. And I'll just expect them that they're gonna get over anyways.
I'm a big get over guy,
yeah.
except for the
Thank
police.
You.
No, just kidding. No, actually, I really got over the other day for a cop, and he like waved
Yeah.
and like. I'm one of those people, you know. My dad grew up riding bikes, you know, kind of that culture, and obviously, if you grow up riding bikes, you know,
Yeah.
everybody's had accidents, big accidents,
Yep.
and it's very dangerous, especially in Los Angeles and in traffic.
Yeah,
to be
Los
on a
Angeles
people aren't
sucks.
paying attention,
No, not at all.
especially in the world we live in today. People are on their phones. People are doing their makeup.
I
People
honestly
are,
just ride in the fire lane if it's like that.
yeah, right,
Yep, I'm like, I'll be over here.
man. Because I've had some. I had a friend of mine. His son got hit and passed away. Like
Yeah.
super gnarly.
It's
Just
terrifying.
not paying attention. And
My buddy lost his foot like 5 months ago or something.
Yeah.
Over a road rage thing. He had his girlfriend on the back.
a road rage thing
Guy ran him over.
in his car.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, dude.
road rage is crazy. I had a
Yeah.
guy like almost try to take me down once, and then like showed me a gun, and I was like, I'm out of here, dude.
Yeah,
You're
right.
like middle finger. Okay.
I swear.
Roll
You're
that
all-
one back in.
Fucking me.
And I'm like, you never again. I'm like, stick to the speed limit and don't piss people off.
Like, dude, is that Springfield?
Yeah.
That's cool. I got one too. It's wild.
Wow. So you're at
people.
5. You say you're at 5% the body right now.
50.
Oh, yeah.
What do you say? 50%?
50%.
Oh, what did I say? Oh no, at scale of 1 to 10, 5. You're at a 5
Yeah.
on a 1 to 10.
Yeah.
How long is it going to take you to get back to like
Eh.
fighting shape?
I'll be chilling. This week I'm going to relax and then flight over to Texas. I'll chill. Probably be fine then.
Yeah.
Just little things start getting irritated.
How long are you on the road for?
I'll be there until the 18th. But it's in the same spot, so we're not traveling. It's kind of cool. They got us an Airbnb.
Kind of like home base.
Yeah, just hang out. They built a skate park. I was like, so we're just doing shows in a skate park? There's an open loop.
That's cool.
I'm not doing
Open
that.
loop?
I'm not doing no open loop, but there is an open loop.
Whoa.
Yeah, well, that's what I said.
Have you done the loop?
No, I'd rather just like pull back and land again instead of like flip it. Do it at Pat's all the time.
Right.
He gets so mad at me. He's like, just flip it. I'm all,
Have you done that transfer gap at Pat's?
which one?
The one where he kind of transfers from the ramp to the side part? What's where he did that double flip?
Oh yeah, that's his open loop.
That's his open loop,
Yeah,
right?
so I just pull back instead of flip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
fucking nuts.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
Yeah.
You guys like doing that?
Do they?
Yeah, they enjoy it. I don't.
Yeah, that's weird. You're smart. That's why.
Outdated.
Outdated. Nah, not at all. Well, Danny has this thing that we kind of do at the end. He works very hard on it. It's his lightning round.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got like 2 seconds to answer every question. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I came up with some fun ones.
All I could think was like, wow, I'm gonna definitely not gain any fans by this.
Oh, you're gonna be so surprised. Longest wheelie or manual you've ever done?
Ooh, I don't know. I don't even. I wouldn't even. I mean,
Time wise.
Time wise.
Yeah.
I would say like a minute or something. I feel like there was one in Salt Lake I did that it was really slow and I just kept going. It's really irritating actually.
Longest wheelie on your motorbike?
Oh, not that long. Maybe like a city block.
Okay.
Pantera or Pat Benatar?
What is Pat Benatar?
She.
That's the answer.
That's it. That's the answer. Favorite old school trick to throw down?
Just a tabletop probably. Yeah, it's a good feeling.
Most inspirational BMX rider?
Wow. Yeah, hit me with that right now.
You can name more than one.
Most inspirational, probably. I can't remember his last name. Julian though. Julian's got one leg.
Okay.
And he's gnarly. He just flips and shit.
Crazy.
Yeah, he's sick. He's on Vans now.
Sick. Best BMX scene in a blockbuster movie?
Damn, what the hell? I don't even know there is any.
Not Gleaming the Cube. Okay. Favorite Leonardo DiCaprio movie?
All of them.
That's perfect. How many times have you been tattooed?
Maybe 6.
That's a lot of tattoos
What,
for
in like
6
the last
times.
week?
Well, I mean, like he
Did that all at once?
He did the whole outline and like all this shading at once.
Oh, is that a fish?
No.
Oh, it's a tiger.
Yeah.
Looks like a... Sorry, the angle's a little weird.
Do you have a pump up track? What gets you fired up?
Honestly, like the Four Horsemen by Metallica is sick. Anything Motorhead is sick. And then there's been some like oldies that has been hitting the spot. I can go down pretty much the whole Guardians of the Galaxy playlist is really good.
Dude, that keeps popping up on my YouTube. You're
Same.
a YouTube guy.
No, it just
yeah,
popped
you
up.
YouTube.
I don't have
YouTube music.
I'll have sometimes, yeah, to find out like who sings this and does that.
Sick. I love the music videos you get to watch
Oh,
on there.
I missed that.
Okay, how many cans of Monster do you think you could jump over if they were like stacked like skate
On my
decks?
feet?
N-
Because probably more on my
No,
feet.
I think bunny hop.
no, I meant like bunny hop.
Oh. How many cans? I don't know.
I drew a photo
20.
here of how many I thought I could do. 5. And I'm sure you
I could
do
definitely
more.
do more on my feet than on my bike.
Really?
Yeah, that's weird.
That's pretty impressive. I could probably only do like 1, truthfully. Well, cool. You aced those. That's all the questions I have. You got
I
any
think
more?
I'm done.
Cool.
Are you done?
Nah,
You want to keep going?
We got like another hour.
He was so nervous when he came in too, and
I
it's
know.
like we're just hanging out, dude.
Yeah.
Well, we really appreciate you here at Monster Energy, and you're a cool motherfucker.
Thank you.
Keep being you. Keep the stash tight. Keep the old school helmets real. And he just flipped me off. Larry Edgar, BMX.
Mm-hmm.
Unleashed with the Dingo and Danny. Fueled by Monster Energy.